Greetings from Safetronic. We just finished our first day. Here with me is Bernhard Sechser, the CEO of Process Fellow. Bernhard, how did you like Safetronic today, the first day? How was the first day?
It was a very good first day, yeah. Nice, interesting talks, yeah. I liked most the SOTIF topic, yeah.
Right.
Discussed a lot here during this conference, yeah, from different viewpoints. Also with some interesting news for me from my side, yeah, and also the interesting methods regarding analysis of safety topics like the FMEA and FTA and the alternatives to that. So really interesting. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the FTA and FMEA in the SOTIF context, because that will be beyond the vehicle, right?
That's right, yeah.
I really found that interesting too. So tell us a little bit about, for our audience, how would that look like?
Yeah, I think the interesting thing about that is that people have to understand that not only the mechanical and hardware part have the most influence on the system, on the products, yeah, but the software, of course. Yeah? Especially when we have the completely fully automated vehicles, software will influence most all the vehicles, and the old-fashioned methods like FMEA, you can use them also for software-based projects, of course, yeah, but that is not the initial idea. So you need other methods, other proceedings, yeah, in order to evaluate if the software-based system is really safe enough to ensure not only the failure probabilities, but also the intended functionality. Yeah? And that's the interesting thing I heard here.
And I really liked one topic that came up, that when it comes to intended functionality, we can probably deal with what is known to us, that we can first foresee, and the challenge will be to deal with the unknown scenario.
Right, exactly, yes.
What's your opinion on that?
There was one talk about what is really an unknown scenario, an unknown behavior, or a misuse, yeah, of a system, and there are so many possibilities. Yeah,
absolutely.
You can only foresee the things that are typically misused, yeah, but you can never foresee everything. Yeah, absolutely. So it's always a risk evaluation, of course, in order to avoid the most critical ones. Yeah, but you can never avoid any risk. Yeah, you will always have a zero risk. Yeah, and what I like most also, or one of the most interesting topics, is this risk balance. Yeah, to decide, okay, what is the additional risk I introduce with such a system that should ensure safety, yeah, but what is the factor that is really reducing the risk, yeah, and the balance should be, of course, in the way that this system introduces less risk, yeah, compared to the risk that is introduced by the safety system, yeah, and that's a nice idea that is not always understood by the people and by the companies developing such systems.
I really agree. So also the software development lifecycle is going to change, because
yes,
once you ship it, there will be new scenarios, there will be new objects on the road which your car will not recognize, and you'll have to keep shipping. So the development, the process landscape is also going to change, don't you think? So
sure.
What will be the implication on A-Spice due to SOTIF?
That's a good question, yeah. That the A-Spice was developed based on a life cycle that has, in the end, an SOP, yeah, start of production or end of development, of course, yeah. And this will not be the case anymore.
There will be no such thing as end of development.
Exactly, yeah. Especially with cybersecurity, yeah.
Right.
You have always to react on situations where somebody finds the possibility to influence your system, and then you have to react more or less immediately, yeah.
Cybersecurity, and also for functionality. I mean, to the example today, we didn't have motorbikes of a certain shape 10 years ago. So we have new objects coming in the road, which our software will not learn. Exactly. And we'll have to keep shipping.
Right, and this cycle is going faster and faster, and we do not have the time to wait for the next generation, which will last 3, 4, 5 years. No, we have to react immediately, yeah?
Absolutely.
Nobody will wait for a new function on his mobile phone for 3 years. No, they want to have the nicest and the newest functions now, yeah, immediately. And in the vehicle it will be the same.
I'm looking forward to the second day.
Yes, me too.
We'll see. We'll come back to you. Thanks for staying with us. Stay with us. We'll keep you updated. And this was Bernhard Sechser from Process Fellow. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.